Okay, I think we're live on the YouTubes. And here we go. We're coming back on Twitch. Are we on Twitch? I think we're on Twitch. Now we're gonna go ahead and share. Broke Axiom Verge so hard it broke me back. Broke back. Alright, broke Axiom Verge so hard it broke me back. Gator, yeah, I'm back. I'll give you a little bit of info once we're all set and here ready to go. Let's see, share, so that not just making sure folks know on the YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter that I am in fact back. So this was a really weird, I restarted the system completely, loaded up all my streaming software, fired up the switch, and what was happening was I would just get this loud buzzing in the headphones. And so then I was like, what the hell? So I tried, going through all my settings and everything seemed fine. So I reinstalled NVIDIA drivers, made sure that there weren't any updates for my capture card or anything like that. And then I did another, like a cold power down this time, powered it back up, and loading up my streaming software would just lock up completely. The system wouldn't lock up, but the streaming software would lock up. So I ended up powering down again. I physically unplugged all the cables from the back and then plugged them in one at a time because I noticed like my keyboard wasn't working or anything either. Fired everything back up. Still, my streaming software would just lock up. So I launched another piece of streaming software that I don't normally use, the AverMedia Rec Central that comes with it, and everything seemed to work fine there. Then I went back into my streaming software, told it, don't load my last preset, just come up empty, and then I used a save. Always remember to save in real life and in the game. I loaded up a save that I had of my streaming setup from 2 days ago, and everything seems to be working okay now. I can hear audio. Gator, can you hear audio? So yeah, but that was a hardcore. Those of you that are coming in from the last stream, which is probably just me and Gator. I think even my brother-in-law signed off at this point. Yeah, this is a pretty hardcore. I triggered a glitch in the game, which I'm not going to do again, but I'll make a clip of it. I triggered a glitch in the game that bricked my switch. I had to hard reset. I had to physically pop the card out to get it to even close the software. Then I had to hard reset the switch, but docking and undocking and then redocking my switch somehow glitched my PC. I mean, I've heard of the saying, breaking the fourth wall. This is the first time I actually literally broke the fourth wall as more than something figurative or more than a metaphor. Like literally me bricking this broke reality. So, yeah, it was weird. So, Streamlabs OBS, I'm actually using XSplit. I have there's a short window of time where if you paid a bunch of money, they would give you like a lifetime license to it. So I did that. I gave them, I think it was like $100 or $200, and I have a lifetime pro license to it, which is probably about as close to pro as I'm gonna get with XSplit. I'm not like a affiliate or anything like that. Let's load up Axiom Verge again, and I'm not going to try to glitch it again. I didn't try to glitch it the previous time. I'm just that good, apparently. So I got 60% of the items, 70% of the map complete. We're on our way to Kerr. That's where we're headed, right? We're on our way to Kerr. And Gator was trying to help me figure out just where I'm at in the game and what's holding me back without getting spoilery, which is really, really tough. I'm going to tell you, I don't remember off the top of my head, Gator. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you to basically where I last was about, that I was last making meaningful progress, and we'll see if we can figure out from there. So basically up in the upper right hand corner there, the winter area with the wildebeest looking things and the white Sonic the Hedgehog porcupiney things, I was up in that general vicinity area there, and yeah, that's, you can see there's a bunch of stuff I did not quite get around to completing there. Let's see, I'm not going to, for my own safety, I'm not going to actually attempt anymore to teleport randomly into stuff. Just gonna try to go up here. Is there a way that I can go? I could try to go to that red area there and show you. I think that's the one of the last bosses. I don't think it is necessarily the last boss, because in some cases I've been stuck for over a week. I was playing for a while and then I put the game down for like a couple weeks, and then I made a bunch of progress and then I got stuck, so it's kind of a blur. We don't need to go that way, we can still go up. Nice. Oh, yep, that's, you got me there. Man, this generation has been awesome in terms of retro goodness. Like, Axiom Verge has been a great game. Shantae, the whole entire Shantae series has just been amazing, so seeing that really get taken seriously has been awesome. What else has been really cool? Okay, nothing. Blaster Master Zero has been awesome. Have you played Blaster Master Zero, Gator? That's a really good one, by Inti Creates. That's been pretty good. Okay, nothing there. This is gonna be a save. No. Okay, nothing quite. Alright, let me see what we got going on here. I do have the trench coat, the level 2 coat, yes, I do. I do have that. My goodness, that guy's a prick. Alright, can I go back to... Yeah, there is a sequel. Honestly, part of the reason that I'm playing Axiom Verge, I don't normally drift between games, but Blaster Master Zero 2, Blaster Master Zero didn't really have the same difficulty curve that the original Blaster Master had. It was kind of tame. Can I actually... Okay, there's no codes up there. So, Blaster Master Zero 2 actually tried to make up for that difficulty curve by, actually tried to make up for it by making it, it's one of those when you get to the very end, they force you to refight every boss that you've ever played, and some of those bosses I could just barely beat the first time around, so it kind of got to be a grind, and I kind of set it down, because I'm like, oh, okay, it's going to be like that. In order to beat the game, I'm gonna have to, in order to beat the game, I'm gonna have to beat every single boss in a row. Nope. Nope, I'm done. So I will pick it up again when I'm feeling kind of grindy. My next goal, you think, is in Eden. I think that makes sense. The only thing that's been really, really difficult is that everything in Eden seems to be blocked off with corruption, so... I believe you. I think that you're correct. I just don't know how to actually do it. Alright, is there anything in here? Okay. These guys. Now, okay, have I been here before? I have been here before. Did I go everywhere? No, it looks like there's some uninhabited stuff to the left there. So I'm gonna try that. I'm not gonna try going down there. I did that before and I got myself into big trouble. Really? There, how about that? How, you like that? Of course those are gonna go the wrong way. Ah, cool. Makes them vulnerable. Actually, oops. Yeah, that was intelligent, Chris. Boom. Oh. Oh, I made him invulnerable. I forgot that that's what that does to him. You can get through the corruption with the trench coat if it's thin enough. The hallucination... I went through that one area where the area is not quite what it appears to be and he ends up passing out. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I've been there. Alright, so let's see here. Alright. Can I actually... Nope. Okay. Alright, so what do we got going on here? My next goal is in Eden. Alright, well, we'll give this a shot. I believe you. I trust you. Dude, did I just not go all the way to the end? Is that what happened here? Maybe this is one of those ones where I died and then... What the hell? But this is promising, though, that, of course. Wow, really? I don't remember how you get through there, but yeah, that's okay. That's alright. I don't mind things being a challenge and having to figure stuff out. I just get frustrated when it's like a ridiculous bullshitty challenge, you know? There we go. I got this guy. Oh, this is kind of like a reverse of that other area that I was. Really? Come on, am I gonna be... No, I'm not. It's not gonna let me. Alright. You can just keep trying that for 5 hours, Dash. It's not gonna work. Or you can just do something like that and say, screw you! Ah, okay. I'm supposed to find the power. Well, I found the power to break reality in this. Oops, what the hell? Alright, maybe that was... Okay, I guess that's fine. Yeah, I broke the game so hard I broke real life. Come on. This is kind of promising because this is at least stuff I haven't encountered before. Said one of the big influences was how you could do that door jumping trick in Metroid to find secret rooms. Ah, okay. That makes sense. It does kind of have that vibe when you break the game, when you break Metroid in that way. Now that you say that, I can kind of see it. Oh, oh, oh! Try not to go too... Oh, really? Nice. The third guy in there. That was glorious. Alright. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Okay, that does not... Oh, man. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Alright, I just want to kind of... Uh-oh. Come on, there's gotta be... Somebody's gotta give up some health here, come on, man. This is gonna be a major kick in the chimichangas if I can't get to this next spot. Alright, that'll tide me over maybe. Trench coat allows you to skip through 3 blocks to the left, right, and 1 block at the top bottom, so maybe that'll help you find places to jump through. Yeah, I've been trying to do that. Okay, that's interesting. So now I don't know if I should keep going through here to try to... This one is pretty badass. Yeah, I'm just nervous as hell that I'm gonna... Oops. I'm gonna die in here before I find... Oh! That's exactly why. It's hard to see in here. Ho ho. Oh! Here we go. Come on. You can do it. Man, I don't know why I'm doing so bad in here. It's like I've never played a video game before. There might be lag now in the input, is what I'm thinking. Now that I got the stream back, it might not... I got the stream back, but at what cost, my friends? At what cost? It does feel like it's a little bit laggy. Alright. Save you some time. The secret worlds have no hidden items or secret paths. Ah, okay. Okay, that actually is a good thing to know. So rather than me sitting here trying to blow everybody up, that's very useful actually, and non-spoilery. I kind of want you co-piloting all my streams now. But I won't get selfish. I'll appreciate... I understand that time is an investment. I actually talked about that last stream. How time is an investment. And I appreciate you investing some time today in me. I look forward to investing some time in you on one of your streams. Alright. Come on. Really? There we go. Gotta be a more effective weapon for that guy. I think this is better. Definitely. Alright, so no... Ha ha ha. That was a long way to fall, my friends. Alright. It's been great to watch, not gonna lie. Me flailing around and missing my jumps and breaking my switch in my computer setup. Alright. I'm glad that you find it entertaining. I try to be somewhat entertaining, but sometimes it's a very subjective metric to hit, you know? Welcome back. River is my brother-in-law. Sometimes I like to just leave out the in-law, though. River is my brother. And, what happened, River, you missed it. I glitched in the I actually had to stop the stream and restart the whole thing all over again. I won't get into everything that happened, but I will say, watch the previous, there we go. Watch the tail end of the previous stream. I broke the game so hard. I had to hard reset my Switch. I had to hard reset my PC, reinstall drivers, unplug stuff. Like, this is no joke. Like, it was... I broke the hell out of reality. I broke the game so hard. Even I can't believe just how hard I broke the game. Alright, so here's the door. What do we got going on here? Oh, what's this? This looks like something I haven't seen before. What do we got? Size node. Permanently increases projectile size for weapons. Okay, that's... I'll take it. And you said that there's... Oh, wait, what's that? Oh, okay. For a second there, it looked like maybe I could go through. Wait, what? Really? Is that for real? Is that a... Gator, is that a glitch? Or is that just... That's weird. Is that supposed to... Deactivate? 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 Yeah, I tried coating through it, man. It didn't work. That's weird. Alright, I'm gonna leave the room and then try to see if I can, maybe it's just a glitch in the graphics. Maybe it's like part of the aesthetic of the level. Yeah, okay. It doesn't look like... It looks like that's actually a dead end if I look at the map. It doesn't look like there's a white dot there, so I think that that's just like a red herring. What do you think? I think it's totally... I think it's faking me out. So, I'm gonna head back out. What a... This game's being an asshole. Pardon my language if anybody's kids are... I generally... Quiet you. Generally, I try to watch my language on the stream. Because the one time that I totally... I wasn't watching my language, I found out my younger niece and nephew were watching the stream. And they're just learning how to talk. And they learned some new bad words from their Uncle Dash. So fortunately the word that they learned was just holy crap. It wasn't any of the other much worse things that I said, but still it made me kind of think twice. So I try to watch my language, but not in a judgy way. I mean, I watch other people's streams all the time and they swear and it doesn't bother me. And I'll let some slip sometimes and it doesn't, you know. But if I'm thinking about it, I try to talk a little bit cleaner just in case my family's watching. I know my wife watches the stream sometimes. She doesn't like the language. I should learn how to swear in Sudran.
I know how to swear in German.
Come on. I got you. Boom. Can I... Yes! I love you, Mini V. It's my brother's talking to my son. He's in the background playing VR behind the green screen. Oh, you're playing Minecraft? Alright, let me see here. Alright, am I going the right way still? I am going the right way. And there's nothing more to the right. Oh, that was almost bad. Oh, cool, you're stuck. I couldn't quite tell with the graphics there. You're stuck too, so... Alright. Alright, here we go. Aha! Oh, it makes the drill longer too. That's awesome. Now I can stand just out of the reach of the fumes and I can, that's awesome, because these guys were super annoying before. So between that and being able to phase change them. Just like Metroid, you know, it starts out and the game is ridiculously brutal and difficult. And it still has its moments where the curve spikes. But for the most part, as you get farther in the game, it becomes progressively easier. Alright. So now, I was trying to go... Alright, here's where I've been before. I beat this boss here. And I might as well, since I'm close enough, I can take you to the right and show you what I can't get to over there. And then I'm working my way up to, I think you said Eden is where I need to go next? What the hell? Dude, you can crouch and walk? I'm like 20 hours into the game, and I just realized that you can crouch and walk.
What game is it?
Axiom Verge.
Ah, I've heard it's a really good game.
It's a great game.
Enjoy learning all the other basic stuff.
Alright, so what do we got going on here? Alright. Got all these folks out of here. Coming on over here. Oh! That's why. So I assume... I'm fairly confident in this assumption. I assume that this is one of those, this droid is going to do something to kind of open up that area once I get the special, whatever it takes to control these droids. But for now, these are not the droids I'm looking for. Can I continue up this way? I can. What was that noise? That was an interesting noise. I know I could have used the grapple hook there, but I just didn't feel like it. I just wasn't feeling it. So River, this is the third day of the juice fast. Solid food again tomorrow, my friend. I can't wait. Alright, let me see what we got going on here. Here we go. Boom. Oh, really? Okay, I think I can get there by going around. I'm gonna go down and try to save before I get my ass handed to me too much. Ah ha ha, I jumped over you. Wife does the juice cleanses once in a while. That's when I hide. Ha ha. You know, I understand. It can be kind of brutal. We'll do juicing sometimes when we kind of hit a plateau, or we're not, when we've been having too much, you know, when we've been cheating a little too much. We juice just about every single day, but we don't have it exclusively. So we'll have like a fruit juice in the morning that we've made in our juicer. We'll do a vegetable juice with dinner. Our fruit juice usually replaces a breakfast, and then the dinner juice is just to supplement whatever we have for dinner, which is actually pretty good. So I'll still have like steak and chicken and mashed potatoes and things like that. You know, we don't deny ourselves those things, but we ensure that we get enough greens, basically. She does week-long ones? Yeah, we did that before as a family. Me, my son, my wife, we did a 10-day juice fast. And I don't know if I've talked about it on stream before. I know I've talked about it on Facebook with friends and family. Hey, buddy, Thomas, do you mind if I share your what happened? It's your call, buddy. If you don't want me to share, I won't share. So, my son actually has a couple medical conditions that are all autoimmune in nature. And one of them is type 1 diabetes, so his pancreas does not work. His immune system is constantly attacking his pancreas, which makes him insulin dependent, and no amount of changing his diet or anything like that is going to fix that. But as he's been getting older, he's in his mid-teens now, as he's getting older, the immune system is starting to have some other issues. And we were at our wit's end with, he developed this issue where he was getting, like, you know, rashes on his body, and his eyes would swell shut, and he couldn't see, and it was pretty heinous, actually. It lasted for about 13 months, off and on. It was terrible. He couldn't go to church, he couldn't, you know, go, you know, outside and things like that. It was pretty bad. And we tried everything. We tried over-the-counter stuff, we tried the steroid stuff, we tried experimental stuff, we even tried shutting down his immune system. And, okay, yeah, your ex has Crohn's. Okay, then you know what I'm talking about. So, we just started taking a look at the diet, though, for this one thing. It literally got to the point where the doctors were like, we've tried everything, right? You're just gonna have to live with this. This is your life now, which is pretty friggin' awful. The condition's called chronic urticaria. It's a real condition. You can look it up. It's basically your immune system is in a constant state of thinking that you're having an allergic reaction. And he was stuck with that for a while. And, so I've gone up in that way before, but it didn't really help me out in a meaningful way. So, yeah, we tried everything medicine-wise for a good 13 months. And then finally, we just decided, hey, let's try tackling it from a diet perspective and see what happens. We did a 10-day juice fast. His chronic urticaria went into remission and stayed in remission for a good 8-9 months until he got the flu from somebody on a plane, on an airplane, when we moved from California to here. He caught the flu from somebody on the plane, and then his urticaria came back, but it was just for the time that he had the flu, and as soon as the flu went away, so did the urticaria again. So juicing has been amazing. Yeah, it is amazing what the diet can do to the body. So I'm not going to preach to people and say everyone must do this, everyone should do this, if you don't do it, blah, blah, blah. We're all adults. Everybody's body's a little different. I can't claim that work for my son and my family will work the same for everybody, and I'm definitely not claiming that it's a cure-all to everything. I just know in our particular case, we'd hit a wall, we'd hit a plateau, and this was one way to get out of it. My wife lost a crazy amount of weight. She lost like 45 pounds and she's still trying to lose some more. So she kind of hit a plateau, and we just decided, hey, we'll juice. And we decided to do it as a family. So, an Adventist household, they're all about eating natural and healthy and all that. Since we met, not gonna lie, you felt so much better. The diet makes a huge difference. I don't have any weight that I need to really lose. I don't really have any visible conditions and stuff like that. But I can say I feel the difference when I'm eating healthy with my family versus when I'm just doing my own thing. I have digestive issues and things like that. I have lactose intolerance that comes and goes. If I'm not eating right, I'll become very lactose intolerant. If I'm eating right, I can actually have entire glasses of milk and things like that. So I used to be the whole don't tell me what to do. I'm gonna go to McDonald's and have a supersized fry and blah blah blah. And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I still do. But now I know, hey, look, go to McDonald's, have the supersized fry, fine. But when you come home, have your juice, right? What's really nice is the new house that we have out here in North Carolina. There's a vegan juicery that's like literally 5 minutes from my house. So even if I'm too lazy to make a juice, which happens from time to time, I got no excuse for why I can't go to the pure juicery and go ahead and grab myself, have them make a juice for me. Oh, you know what I can do now? Because we learned, yeah! This is awesome. I learned that when you shoot those guys, it creates one of these deals. So now that I have... This is awesome. Nice. Da-na-na-na! Got a couple pounds you could lose, but that's all from drinking soda and sitting too much. And it's hard. It's hard to be a tech guy and not fall into that habit, isn't it? Of drinking the soda and all that. Especially me with the ADHD. I'll actually drink soda from time to time as a way to kind of mitigate my ADHD. Give yourself enough uppers and then the body doesn't feel like it has to produce them. So that's kind of neat how the area that I drilled away, it doesn't have he really is following that theme of the glitchiness and everything. And I think as long as I'm here, I'm going to let my OCD nature take over, and I'm going to fill out the rest of this map here. Oh, there's something here too. What's this? Please don't be more encrypted. Yep, give me just 1 second and I'll answer that question. We know that the mind, like Euclid's algorithm, is eternal, existing equally across all universes in which it appears. It can never perceive its own demise, rather, the instances which do not cease carry on for those that do. For most of us, this happens without us being any the wiser. But what of Uruku? This is not so much death as a deadly, aberrant dementia. The algorithm itself is twisted, changing from one moment to the next. There is not any one point at which Athos ends and Uruku begins, simply a continuum of torment. Were I to die now, would I awaken mercifully, as my former self, or as this amalgamation, forever seeing danger in every shadow? That's quite profound. That's cool. So I've mapped out that whole area. That's kind of cool. So shooting the crap out of everything with this little rectangle gun is awesome. So Gator asked, so the whole caffeine calms you down thing, is it true? And I think you're speaking specifically, does caffeine calms you down if you have ADHD? I say, I'm gonna define calm down. So what it's like to have ADHD is basically, having ADHD is like being able to have multiple thoughts concurrently to the same level of definition that most people can only have one or two thoughts. So imagine being able to think 4 or 5 thoughts simultaneously in full resolution. So you could solve a math problem while you're working on a computer while you're, listening to music and reciting the lyrics and all that other stuff. It's like being able to, walk and chew gum only on steroids. So it's basically hyper multiprocessing. And so a couple things that you can do to kind of, so it sounds really cool. Man, I'm not going to make that jump. It sounds really cool, but the thing that really sucks, obviously it does nothing for your coordination. I need to get to the very end of that part. There we go. So, how do I get up here now? Okay, there's gonna be something, somehow I need to get up there. So basically, there we go. I'm gonna pause right here so I can answer your question. Because this is a side effect of ADHD too, is you can't necessarily always jump back to the threads. So all the threads are there, but not all of them get to take control of your consciousness at the same time. So some of them are running subconsciously and that kind of thing. So what's really difficult about living with ADHD is that it's it's like almost like there's multiple conversations going on in your brain at the same time. Like I want to have a discussion with you, but I can't multitask this too much. It takes a lot of energy. Usually what I have to do is I have to devote a thought in my brain to controlling all the other thoughts in my brain. So basically it's almost like an operating system inside your brain that you have to kind of construct over time. Now when you take medication, what the medication does is the medication literally decreases the amount of parallelism that you're allowed to have, or at least the amount of parallelism that I'm able to have, which does in effect calm me down. But really what's happening is I'm focusing. Instead of doing like partly this, partly this, partly this, partly this, and if you give me a long enough time to run, eventually I'll complete all those threads of execution, like hyper multitasking, like on a computer. But I can't necessarily control how long the threads are going to take. I can't control how many times the threads get interrupted, and sometimes the thread can just get lost and crash, right? Other times a thread will come back the very next day and it'll be like, boom, answer that problem. And honestly, it can be really exhausting to be doing that. So, because either you just let it run rampant and you can't, you end up just totally tired out, or you choose to focus on certain things. So, right now, I could choose to focus on the game, and then I have to remind myself, right, hey, take an interrupt, look at the chat, right? Don't be so focused in the game that you can't take an interrupt and focus on the chat. I could keep attempting to play and answer your question. In this case, it's actually a question that requires considerable thought because I want to give you real information. I don't want to just be responding kind of in the moment and talking for the sake of filling the space or for entertainment's sake. So I had to set the game down so I don't have to focus on it anymore. And I can I'm consciously telling myself, don't go off on too many tangents, stay focused with the question. I did have one Mountain Dew today. So yeah, when I have the caffeine, because it's a trick, right? It's like anything else. I'm taking caffeine, I'm taking a drink that has caffeine, but I'm using the caffeine kind of like a medicine. I'm using the caffeine as an upper to put enough uppers in my brain to where the brain thinks, I don't have to create all these other uppers, I'll just deal with what's there. It does decrease somewhat my level of multitasking, but not to the extent that I can't still use it as like a, it's like a blessing, I guess. I use it as like a superpower almost sometimes. And so at work, I'm able to get a tremendous amount of stuff done as long as I have about 16 ounces of Mountain Dew, Coca-Cola, whatever. I just have a serving size to a serving size and a half of caffeine, a beverage with caffeine, and I'm usually good enough to self-manage without any other kind of medication my ADHD for the rest of the day. Other ways that I manage it are I'll deliberately not get a full night's sleep. I'll operate on 6 hours of sleep, so I've got a bit of fatigue. When you're tired, it affects you mentally as well as physically, so I'm just not able to keep up with those threads, and I'll just kind of let them go off. Listening to music can help as long as there's not lyrics, otherwise my brain wants to process the lyrics. Sometimes I'll go outside and I'll sit on the porch so I can hear you know, if I can hear the wind rustling in the trees, and I can hear the birds, and I can hear just random, like a neighbor working a couple blocks away, I can focus on writing that Word document. If I don't give myself some kind of ambient distraction, some kind of ambient noise, what ends up happening is I just can't focus on my work at all, because I'm just hyper-focusing on all... Oh, there's a bug on the wall. And then I'm, like, hyper-focused on the bug instead of on my report. But if I can get, like, ambient noise and things like that, I leave a window open, so I'll glance out every now and then, watch a bird for a few moments, and then I'll come back. It does help. So, what doesn't help is, when I used to work on site, it was one of those magic cooler, you know what I'm talking about? You ever had that where you could go to the cooler, all the snacks, they got tons of candy, tons of soda or whatever. If I have 3-4 sodas, I don't sleep at all, and you know, I have too much uppers in my system, and it's back to being like ADHD, only now it's like super intense. So yeah, it's interesting. So I'm gonna get back to gaming, but I want to make sure that I answered your question in a real way, and I think it's a personal thing. Like, I don't know that everybody could manage it with just sleep control and caffeine, but I've been practicing it now since I was 15. My 15. My parents told me, hey, look, medical plan. Oh, I can't believe I just did that. Medical plan, son, is such that we can't really afford to keep paying for, you know, all this Ritalin, and can you learn to manage this on your own? So I joined track and field and started trying to figure out just ways to self-mitigate it. You could have it, River. I mean that in a serious way. You could very well have it. The way that you kind of will randomly jump from topic to topic and things like that, and how hyper excited you get on things, how much you hyper focus on things, it wouldn't surprise me. There's two separate conditions, but people can have them together. There's attention deficit disorder, and then there's attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. So there's ADD, and then there's ADHD. I have ADHD, which is both the attention deficit, which I have trouble focusing, but then hyperactivity, which is I've got just way more energy than I'm supposed to have. So the caffeine helps me out with both of those. But there was certainly a couple of life hacks that I had to take as well. Oh, almost got me. Alright, making it back here. I'm gonna try to focus on the game again, but I will pay attention to the chat too. I'm not gonna abandon you guys. Alright, so alright, so now we'll see if I can go up here. This is a save over here. Yeah, I want to make it clear too, if anybody's watching and anybody has either ADD or ADHD, or you have depression or anxiety or something and you have to be medicated for it, I'm definitely not saying take care of everything with fruits and vegetables, right? Don't medicate. That's not what I'm saying. In my particular case, I found a way to kind of handle things that I feel works for me, that doesn't require those things. Not everybody finds themselves in that situation, and there's absolutely no shame in using medication to kind of supplement things that you're not able to take care of just through life hacks. So absolutely no shame whatsoever. So this is as far as I got with this. And I think I will try the orbital discharge, just in case there's like a... Okay, alright, so there's no... I thought maybe there's some kind of switch or something up there. Can I lob a drone up there? That's a really excellent question. I wonder if I can lob a drone up there. No, but it did get me at least a peek of what's up there. That was a really good idea. So it seems to me like what I have to do here somehow. Like I didn't know if there was a. I don't see anything here that is responsive to this guy. So I mean I don't. It feels like maybe there's some kind of code that I'm supposed to put in or something to maybe unblock those bricks. But, oh, by the way, Gator, while I was trying to get my act together with Twitter or Twitch and everything and the streaming, I think you probably already saw, I sent a side effect of ADHD. I tend to forget things, more so than normal. I followed you, cool, and I sent you a friend request, so no obligation to accept it, but if you want to, I wouldn't mind sharing war stories with you sometime, online or off, about some of your adventures in IT. I understand some of that you can't share on stream, so we can always share those behind the scenes. Where are you from, by the way, generally, if you don't mind sharing? Are you in the States, or are you you hailing from another country? You live in Oregon. Wow, okay. You're actually pretty close to my brother there. My brother lives in Washington State. Alright, so I think we've exhausted everything that we can do here. You seem to think, Gator, that I need to go here. So I'm going to go ahead and go there. And we'll see how far we can get. We'll see if maybe we put our brains together. Maybe we can figure out a way to get me unstuck. I'm at least getting some additional things. I've gotten some additional weapons and some additional power-ups. So I'm feeling a little bit better about my progress. Boom. Alright, where wants me to go down? That part's gonna be crazy sick. So I'm gonna go this way, because I think this way is easier. Wow, that guy, settle down, Bavis. What are you doing? What are those guys? These guys remind me of some creature from some Nintendo game, but I don't remember which. That Outworld kind of looks almost like Rygar or something like that. Oh, I know how to get you. Yeah, look at that. That's pretty cool. I do feel like I know the game a little bit better, and I know some of the tricks and techniques a little better. I should, for the 6+ hours I spent making next to no progress.
Next to no progress.
Next to no progress. True story, my friend. Alright, so now we're eastward in Eden. And let me see if there's any. I'm gonna get a better weapon than that. I'm gonna go with that guy. No, he didn't. Okay, it doesn't do anything. I'll show you where I can get. See? There's some corruption there. And then there's corruption here. Yeah, I can't. I tried to phase shift through it. No, it definitely wasn't having any of that. Tried to see if I could phase shift down below. It's nothing doing. See, what's weird is I don't know what that little... It feels like that up there should be something or do something. Can I go in there? No, I can't. No, I can't go up in there. Okay, I thought maybe I could go up in that secret spot. I will look and see. Maybe there's a place I can lob a drone? Oh, maybe I can... No, I thought maybe I could phase shift up in there, but... Nope. No love. So what I can do is I can go back and I can try to come into Eden through the other part. Is my audio okay, by the way, since I got further away from the mic? I can adjust the gain if I need to, but I think we'll be alright. It's a little quieter, but I can still hear you. Alright, I'll move the microphone a little bit closer rather than mess with the gain, because I don't like that I can't necessarily see the audio waveform on the... Somehow I gotta figure out how to get the audio waveform to show up on here. I might have to write a plugin for it. You think that there would be that. That's like a basic thing, right, Gator? Like, why... It surprises me sometimes that engineers can build such amazing software and then such basic features can be missing. It's like, in what universe do you think I would want to not know my audio levels in-game? Let me do a whole stream and then find out after the stream is over that nobody had audio the entire stream. Right? That's what I want to do. I want to have a stream that... Yeah, it does. It does. Oh, oh, oh! That was bad. That was bad. I'm not supposed to let that guy... Darn it. I think I... Yeah, yep. Darn it. That was fabulous. That was awesome. Is there a save nearby? Yeah, right there. Or how most coders can't spell but manage to program something. Yeah, you know what? I blame autocorrect for that. Since autocorrect has come out, I've become a worse speller for multiple reasons. One, tons of stuff getting misspelled that I know for a fact I spelled correctly. So... And then the other is just when autocorrect is working, when you don't have it, just, you know, it's like having your arm cut off sometimes. So it's kind of like damned if you do, damned if you don't. Alright, let me go all the way up here. Alright. It's been really great talking with you, Gator. You know, both you and River, man. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Okay, let me try going right and see why I didn't go further right. I think it's corruption. Yeah, see, there's corruption down there too. But you were saying maybe... Alright. Okay, no, oh, I might actually shoot.
What you're gonna shoot, Dad?
Please don't let me die. There we go. So I can't get to that area. Is there another way? I gotta tell you, those inchworms are pretty freaking awesome that I can take an electric drill to them and they survive. You can use the coat trick to jump slightly higher as well. Yeah, I've done that before. I did that actually to get to a couple areas. Like this, for example, right? But I know what you're talking. It's more than that in general. You're saying, "Ooh, what's this over here?" No, I went this way already. I think. Oh, these guys I actually can't ignore. Those are the real. Those are the real deal. Can I go down below? Oh, maybe I needed to. Now I'm kind of wishing that I had done my bleep bloop bleep bleep bloop bleep gun on those guys. Okay. Alright, have you tried corrupting the worms? No, that's just what I was thinking. I was just thinking that I should try corrupting the worms. So, I've been here. You know, maybe I came here one other time, and I got, I might have came here one other time, and this is what happened. I was here one other time, I got killed, I called it a night, I went to bed, and I forgot that I came here and got this far. I think this unblocks me, and then I never came here again. I went everywhere but here. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. And I died again. So, the lesson that I learned is don't go to bed when I die here. Never go to bed. Always play the game forever until you beat it. Even if you have to stay up for 4 days. I'm just kidding. That's terrible advice. Your heart will stop. Don't do that. Alright. But, now we're cooking with ass. Hey, kitty kitty. Come on up. Come on up. Come here. Come here. Give me company. There we go. Good. Good kitty. Good kitty. Love my kitty. Love my kitty. Alright, I'm going to try to play. And I know that you want attention, but I'm going to try to play my game, alright? So, that's okay. You can chill out with me. That's fine. I'm not going to spit vodka in your face and throw you away like some other people. Wow. My goodness. Well, that's useful to know that these guys will actually become super destructoids if you This doesn't feel like a terribly effective weapon against these guys. There's gotta be a better one. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna use this one on them. Actually, I don't like that because it's got limited range. There we go. That works. No, I know what I want. I know what I want. I want this guy, the hypoallergenic atomizer. Really? Look at this. Notice how friggin' low my damn health is. Yeah, so thank you. I'm on the right track thanks to you, Gator, for giving me some spoiler-free advice, right? That was pretty good. Super hard in any of these games to kind of, you know... I started getting frustrated yesterday and actually swearing on the stream because as I was looking things up, you know, everything that I was looking up was just so spoilery. Like, I didn't know what to look for. I didn't know how far ahead to look, how back to look. And so there's one or two, like, almost spoilers. Like, I caught it and I was like, oh, they're going to give me the passcode. Nope. And I, like, scrolled away before I could actually read what the passcode was. Now I just have to not suck at this game. So, you think I can do it, kitty cat? see. We're gonna give this a try. Yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna continue to try this way because I've been the other way before, and the other way is just brutal. So somewhere here, I must get the upgrade that allows me to. Somewhere here, I must get the upgrade that actually allows me to. Go through those corrupted parts. Oh. Come on. I can hear you. Alright, my goodness. My goodness. Gator's gonna save the world in real life before I save the world in this video game. Gotta tell you. I played Metroid, Samus Returns, and I'm ashamed to say I got all the way to the end of the game, and I cannot beat the final fight. Like Ridley in his final form, I just cannot beat. Dang it, I am going to die again here. Like, what is it that I'm not? There's got to be an easier, better way to beat those guys than what I'm doing. Because what I'm doing is just leaving me subject to, like, there's got to be an easier way than what I'm doing. I have to be doing something wrong. It can't be this brutally, insanely difficult. There we go. I got a little bit of health. Come on, man. Seriously? For true? For true? Alright, now let me see what you do when you go down there, my friend. Alright, he did something. He broke the crap out of something. Was I supposed to? Whoa. So I don't know if that... So... Come on. Alright. Oh! I think I know what I know what I'm gonna try anyway. There's gotta be some hidden secret thing down there. Here we go. Oh my goodness. What the literal hell? That's not blessings. Woo! And I fell. Nice. Awesome. I got a little too twitchy. Accidentally phase shifted over that edge, which I didn't mean to do. Alright, calm down, Dash. It's okay. You're gonna be alright. It's okay. It's alright. One of the most annoying things in school was one time my mom went to a teacher-parent conference, and she was talking to a teacher in my high school about my ADHD, and she was talking about the Ritalin and all that other stuff. And one of the other kids heard it, and he told all the other kids, you know, hey, when Chris is being, you know, because my mom made some comment about, like, if he's, you know, acting out of sorts or whatever, having trouble focusing, just ask him if he's taking his Ritalin, if he's taking one of his, you know, pills or whatever, and have him go to the nurse or whatnot. kids would constantly be like, when they didn't like what I was saying or something like that or whatnot, they would be like, I think you just need to go take a chill pill. Would annoy me so much. Take a chill pill, they tell me. Oh, really? You're killing me. Alright. I wonder what that guy is. I don't... There we go. So you're kidding me? I was watching to see if it, by any chance, gave me a code in the upper right-hand corner. It doesn't. But now that I know that I can just drop down and hook in there from the left, I can get that encrypted message. The worm went through some blocks on the other side. Yep, that's what I gotta do. We caught that glimpse when we came in from there. The Vaikya translation. To better understand the Rusalki, we made this command. Reveal Vaikahaya. Alright. I will. Boom. Oh, I'm sorry, kitty. Come on. It's okay. I wasn't getting up. She thought I was getting up to feed her. Maybe. I don't know. I think you already had dinner. Let me see here. You're okay. I wasn't getting up. I'm sorry. I know that I gave you false hope there. I don't know about second dinner. Alright. Reveal Vicodin. VYKH. YA. Boom. Now I should be able to go, and there's gonna be a whole lot of stuff actually that I should be able to read now. Reply, the outsider, one of two. You simply must stop tempting me with such delectable musings. It is with great restraint that I say, respect your original decision. She may be playing Puppet Master, but for now we need her. But once we've got what we came for, let her be mine. Please? That's interesting. It calls itself Zidur. I don't know how I know this, but I do. Strange that such a thing would have language. Stranger still, that it would have a personal identity. I'm not sure how long I can last. I lose more and more each passing day. Sound is a deafening throb. Sight is a kaleidoscopic fire. Smell and taste open up entire worlds of terror. The worst is touch, a tingling, writhing, itching mass. It is expanding, supplanting. There won't be anything to save when it's done. Right. My lovely, what's this? I have a new dream for you. I think you will like this one. It starts with your death and goes on from there. Return to my embrace. I've missed killing you. That was weird. The outsider. I think I Did I read this one already? Yeah, I know, right, Gator? Whoa. I am so tired of her schemes. If not for her, we wouldn't even be in this predicament. And now, this ridiculous plan. Aside from Druska's obvious interest in her, we have no indication she's even telling the truth. We don't know where she's from or even what strain she is. She seems to have greater capabilities than she admits. Should I have let you kill her when I had the chance? I don't know what is right anymore. Alright, the Breach, I read that one already. Athos, I read already. Axiom 1, I read. The Storm? Machinima, you barely understand the technology that surrounds you, yet claim to protect it. It will crush us all once it fails. At least grant us access to your rebirth chambers. Do that, and I'll consider being less bitter over what came before. Plan B. I realize I've failed in our primary objective, but please hear me out. I didn't just kill Trashkaska's body. I used the Gatebreaker. We have a fresh set of nanogates to do with whatever we please. Given what we recently learned about the Sudran rebirth chamber, we could use this to our advantage. In fact, it may be better than my original plan. We would control him. One should not try to control that which they do not understand. Transcription, I already read this. Drones? Athos has disabled our drones. This one is operating on battery power. My own blood is failing me. If you want to go forward with Ophelia's plan, now is the time. I say why not? We may die regardless, but this way is a bit more interesting. Okay, journal page. Alright, I read that one already. We read that one already. Okay, we read the translation already. Okay. Alright, interesting, interesting. Woo. We're making some progress. Alright, what we got going on here? Oh, I should have jumped the other way. Alright. By finding that document, everything you were just reading from Rusalki, just FYI. Interesting. Interesting. I'm definitely going to have to do a trick here. Boom. Alright, and I want to see what's over here. Must be something over here. Or not. Okay, cool. There must need to be something over there. Oh, did not make it. Maybe there are some pants for me up here. Oh my goodness. Anything? Yes! That's what I'm talking about. Of course. Nope. Nope. Maybe. Nope. That's weird. I'm gonna set a reminder in here for me that there's something. Oop. I do like that ability here to set kind of a marker. I'm gonna get hit by this guy now. Darn it. Alright. Boom. Do not forget. Do not forget. Did I save in here? I don't remember. Boom. Do it anyway. Save my bacon. Oh, bacon. See, that's why I can't be a vegan, like, permanently. I could be a vegan if not for bacon. Well, and steak. Well,
Burgers.
and eggs and chicken. I can't be a vegan. I take it back. I thought maybe I just had one or two hang-ups, but
Nope, you have all the
I'm just a
hang-ups.
collection of hang-ups. Alright, interesting that there's a right area over there, but... And did I try... I tried everything, right? I tried... Well, I meant in the other room, but... So... Alright, Gator, you might want to look away before I attempt this boss fight. I don't want you to lose respect for me. Oh, that's interesting. Wow, that's very interesting. Oh, okay, you can't go through there. Huh. I'm just scoping out what's going on here, but I have a feeling as soon as I do this... Wow, that's weird. Alright, so there will be a boss fight that ensues as soon as I'm confident of it. Oh, God! What the hell is this? Trace, that is an aborted clone of Athos. This is how Athos makes soldiers. Oh. What do I do? Can't he be healed? It is too late. He's dying. He should not even have survived this long. I've had it. I can't do this anymore. I know I'm him. In some messed up way, I'm Athos. So tell me now, what the hell is going on? Ophelia. It's true. You are Athos, or would be, if you continued on as you were. But you are not one of these clones. The Athos that made these is much older, changed. After Athos arrived here, we discovered it was not for first time. He apparently made his way here once before, when he was your age. Legend has it, he was kinder then, and he used one of the rebirth chambers. Let me get this straight. I came here at some point years ago, before this plague happened? Yes, and you used a rebirth chamber. The red mechanical egg I woke up in. But clearly that wasn't the first time, or we'd have no Athos. I know there's not an extra T, by the way, at the end, but I've been doing it since the beginning, so I apologize. The original exited the chamber and became Athos. You are a copy made from the data left behind. We gambled that a much younger Athos would be different, that you would help us. So why don't I remember coming here? Copy or not, I shouldn't have had any sense of time passage. It should have felt like any other time I stepped into an egg and stepped immediately out. We don't know. All of this happened long ago. Hundreds of years ago, even. Data degradation? What exactly do you remember? You first. What made Athos want you to attack this world? Or is that part even true? It is true. It is entire reason we are here. The years have changed him, Trace. He was in the breach for a long time. We don't know what happened there. I need to talk to him. He'll tell me what's going on. That's what I'd do. No, you will continue as planned. And how are you going to make me do that exactly? Like this. Yeah! Something's wrong. I'm... Awesome. God! Holy crap, that was excruciating. Trace, are you okay? Hell no, what just happened? Elsnova. She hates Athos, and as you pointed out, you are him. Just now, what happened to me? Did she... Yes, she can shut down your nanogates at any time. I brought you back. This goes much faster with your help. Please, find Athos and speak with him, if that's what you want. You don't have to fight him. We just need the breach attractor shut down. Can you do that? Okay. But no killing him. Agreed. I'm going to talk to Elsinova. She'll come around. Wow, that was kind of harsh. I know it's part of the game, but it bugs me that I couldn't collect all those red dots that were there before. Alright, so yeah, nothing up there, huh? Oh, that's kind of cool. I just want to go over there and see if there's anything up over there. Alright, what we got going on here? More corruption. Okay. Alright, so we can't go in there yet. In case you are wondering what our bodies look like. What are you talking about? Those big things back there? Hundreds of years old, but intact, more or less. Even self-repairing technology has its limits. So you have bodies. Am I supposed to help attach your heads onto these things? I don't think that's necessary. The repair drones will be more than adequate. But I wanted to prepare you for what is to come. Rusalki. That is the word in Elsinova's language. These things are huge. Why do you even need me? You're still the only one who can get close enough to Athos to disable the breach attractor. But you're right. 1 against 1, against our true forms, he wouldn't pose even a slight threat. Ooh, nice. It's probably dumb for me to even keep attempting to find anything here, because maybe there's not 2 in the same room, but my OCD, I gotta do it. Bam. What do we got going on here, my friend? Address bomb. Concentrates the power of the address disruptor into a powerful explosion. Requires bomb ammo. ZL. Wow, that's pretty awesome. I wonder if that gets rid of that, that corruption. I'm gonna try it. Why, yeah, woohoo! That's pretty friggin' glorious. Nice, but you have to have bomb ammo for it, huh? I like how when you jump in the air, he still, like, walks. Can I get a little... Can I get a little higher up there? Woo! There we go. Want to make sure I map that corner of the room. It was gonna bug me. Oh, that's awesome. Those guys turn into bombs. Oh, that's awesome. Cool. I'm glad. Enjoy some time with the wifey. This is awesome. And thank you again. You helped me out immensely in this. I'm making some huge progress. I'm back into the game, having fun with it again. Metroid is like that. You'll spend a lot of time stuck. And it just takes one breakthrough and you're back on track. Okay, boom. Can I go up there? Nope. I don't know how to get to the other part of that upper area there, but I will... Oh! Dude, really? Really? Come on, Beavis. I hate those friggin' pricks. I really hate those pricks. I'm gonna go this way in the hopes that I have a recharge/save station. Please tell me that I have a recharge/save station. Come on. Save station, save station, save station. No! No! I can make it. I can make it. Really? Come on. Here we go. Ah! No. Oh no! No! Alright, here we go. Bam! Alright, I'm just gonna remind folks, in case, lest they've forgotten, I'm gonna remind folks that we are still on Twitch, right? Having some major breakthroughs. Alright, share my stream. Made some major breakthroughs and making great progress in Axiom Verge. Thanks to help from Gator. I don't remember the number. gonna look it up on my Gator 36. Boom. Boom. Still streaming. There we go. Alright. Also, gonna take a brief break to hydrate. Very important. Alright. 8:23, huh? Wonder if we can close this out today. Let's see what we got going on here. I love the use of stereo in this game. Definitely a game worth playing with headphones on. Alright, almost had game. Boom. Wait a minute, did I go up? I don't think I went up high enough. Oh! Every friggin' time I fall for it. Every time. Every time. Usually when they have internal things like that, that means that there's some way to go inside the wall. That's usually what that means. You son of a... There we go. Looking around to see if there's anything encrypted or... You son of a gun. Just making sure that there's... Really? You wanted me to go all that way to go to a dead end. I'm not buying it, honestly. I'm not buying it. Oh, there we go. Check it out. Power node. Nice. Health node. Nice. Say that that is actually a fair. Now I feel a little bit more comfortable with but that is so tricky, right? That it wouldn't continue scrolling until you double shift through it. Alright. But I was smarter, I outsmarted you, game. Outsmarted you. You got outsmarted by a guy wearing no pants. How do you feel? Alright, there is no... I don't know how to go up that other way, so I'm not gonna try it. But boom! This is cool though, because now I can reveal quite a bit more of this map. All right. That's right. That's what you get. What the hell is that? Oh, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna keep going to the left here. interesting is I can actually go back to... Knew that was gonna happen. Jerk. So I managed to make it up there. I'm gonna try this way, because I'm gonna hope. Game Consolers, how the hell you doing, man? Dude, it's great to see you. Game Consolers, a former guest on Retro Reload. Dude, are you joining me on YouTube today or Twitch, my friend? I'm dual streaming. Playing some Axiom Verge here, hanging out with a couple good folks, hanging out with my brother-in-law, River. And also hanging out with Gator. So Gator actually helped me get unstuck, which was really, really awesome of him. And he did it without being spoilery, which was very challenging in a game like this. Have you played Axiom Verge? What you up to today, man? I'm legit super happy to see you. Currently on YouTube. Didn't know that you did Twitch. Yeah, it's a recent development. I just in the last month or so started doing Twitch. Oh, look at that! Secret room. Araka. My dearest Araka has become ill. No matter what I dream for her, she remains listless. Please, she's harmless. Move her to a larger chamber. Give her room to stretch. Or if you really wish for her to die, let me kill her properly. Wow, it's dark. Yeah, Game Consolers. This is a great game. It's if you like Super Metroid, this game is awesome. It's very Super Metroid, but it kind of makes it its own. It's not like a Super Metroid ripoff. It's like Super Metroid if you were playing it with Game Genie codes that you just put in at random that break the hell out of the game and cause weird shit to happen. So it's actually a really great reimagining of what Metroid could be. So you'll notice a lot of things in this game that kind of seem like a glitch, but it's actually the way the game is meant to be played. Like I just glitched this monster into a bunch of power-ups. For example, that's kind of neat. Ooh, looks like there's something up there that I can get to, I think. I think I can... Yeah! Really? Come on. There's something up here. I know it. Ah, there's got to be some other power-up I need to get. That's a kick in the nanas. So what have you been up to, Game Consolers? Really? Those guys suck, because those guys just latch onto you and they don't let go. Alright, so wait, so I've already... Okay, so I can continue to go up, or I can go to the left. I'm gonna try to go to the left first. Ooh. Yep, there's gotta be some power-up I can get that gives the drone more capability, because you're teasing the hell out of me. You're trolling the hell out of me with these areas that the drone can almost make it. Oh, come on. Boom. Alright, what we got going on up here? Alright. See, they actually made an ability. Check that out. They made an ability out of glitching through stuff. Isn't that awesome? Working and taking care of kids, keeping you very busy. Dude, I can 100% relate to that. I can totally relate to that. That's been my life like the last several months. I don't live in California anymore, by the way. I moved to the East Coast again, so now I'm back on the East Coast. I'm in North Carolina this time. So I've been super busy too with adulting and life, and it's been hectic, man. It's been hectic, but overall things are good. I can't and really shouldn't complain. My life is in a good... Overall, my life's in a good place right now. Yes! Oh, dude. Really? That whole thing just to troll me? Check it out, they give you an electric drill to go through things. Isn't that cool? So to the right is going to be a save station, because to the left, the red is definitely a boss fight of some form. But I don't think I'm quite ready for that yet. Jump to expose the entire thing. That's kind of cheap that, like, every single one of those save rooms you have to remember to jump just to load the top half of the room to get a complete map. I don't like that. That's kind of cheap. How far into the game am I? That's a great question, actually. Let me see if it tells me. Before I fired this up, I was about 70% done, so now I'm probably 80% done, because I've done a whole bunch since. I was stuck for like a good 6 hours. I was stuck for 2 full 2-hour streams, the one just before this and just after this. I made like next to no progress whatsoever. Alright, so it must be I beat this guy, I get some special ability that upgrades my drone or something. So I am toward the end, so spoiler alert, if you're gonna play the game, I don't think I'm at the end, but I'm getting close, I think. Oh my goodness, what the hell is that? Ah, crap. This one doesn't even look partially human. around, getting ready to eat dinner, and then should be back. This is awesome. Yeah. It's awesome for you because you're not the one getting your ass handed to by it. Oh, really? Come on. Oh, you son of a... No, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Whoa, whoa. I'm getting twitchy. Oh, man. No! Ah! Oh, come on. I wonder if there's a better weapon I can use on him. Although this seemed to be a decent enough weapon. I got him into the red. I took some hits that I didn't necessarily have to take on that. And I don't know if throwing the bomb helped or not. Actually did anything before. Drive me all the way back here. Let's see what's going on if I go all the way back here. The music is awesome in this game. Especially if you're listening to it with headphones, the stereo does some pretty awesome stuff. So, alright. I'm kind of debating, honestly, if I should keep trying to grind this guy, or there's some other levels that I know I can go to grab some additional power-ups to up my arsenal here. I feel like I need to be... Let's see, do we have a better weapon? Should I just use the Axiom Disruptor? Maybe I'll just try the Axiom Disruptor and see what happens. Yeah! Have I ever played Hollow Knight? No, I have not, but... I have it. So it's in the backlog, my friend. And yeah, you just heard like a crazy ridiculous. I have quite a few games in the backlog that I gotta eventually get to. So anyway, cool. That was awesome. Did I just miss something epic while I was doing some... Do I need to go back and watch the stream to see what happened? Alright, I can't quite reach every single one of those. There we go. There we go. Got most of them. So haven't played Hollow Knight yet. It's in the backlog. I plan to get to it. I have to go back and watch the stream to see what actually happened there. While I was humble bragging about all my Switch games that I haven't played. What is this? What is this? Drone teleport. Teleports you to the location of your remote drone. Yes! Okay. I know exactly where this is supposed to be used. I know of one place at least where this is supposed to be used. That's pretty friggin' awesome. So now, boom. That's awesome. Woo! Nope. That wasn't what you're supposed to do. Okay. Again, not what you're supposed to do. Old habits are hard, man. Alright, so this is pretty cool. I'm pretty sure I know where I need to go next. I'm almost positive I know where I need to go. Alright, first of all, we're gonna save. Alright, what we got going on here? So I take it then you have played Hollow Knight, game consolers. Did you stream it at all? What'd you think of it? Alright, what we got going on here? Woo! Alright, so... Alright, you son of a gun. Oh. The Kulil 2. I don't do streaming anymore. I actually hated the first 6 hours of Hollow Knight, but now absolutely love it. Haven't beaten it yet. So, I guess as spoiler-free as you could be, that's interesting. What was it that made you hate... So, two things. What made you hate the first 6 hours of it? And then second, if you hated the first 6 hours of it, what made you want to continue playing to get to that point that you love it? Because I think that there's more... There's lots of games that are like Hollow Knight, where they kind of maybe start out one way or as a grind or whatever, but then if you give them time, they grow on you. But for me, it's really hard to, like, if I played the game and for the first 2-3 hours I didn't like it, honestly, for the first hour or two, I probably would have just put it down and never played it again. So I assume that there was something in it that kind of made you feel like maybe there's a nugget of a good game in here. So interesting to hear what that is, because maybe if I have a similar experience, I'll hang on just because, you know, you liked it, maybe I'll like it. So let's see, the Khalil 2. A dozen generations ago, the Kaliltu battled in the sea above, and the High Priestess rung in the storm, leaving them to spill upon the plains. At the time, this was thought to be a good omen, and the Kaliltu, resembling the old machines, sent into the care of the priesthood. But the Kaliltu do not age or die, so they've remained to this day watching and waiting. The High Priestess may not remember what they once were, but the histories do, as do the Kaliltu. Should they ever be returned to the sea, I do not expect they will look favorably upon us. Ninturi. Interesting.
Very, very, very interesting. This is very interesting.
So Hollow Knight, Game Consoler says Hollow Knight is confusing and difficult in the beginning. The high praise I kept hearing for it pushed me along to continue. Okay. You know what? That's fair enough. That's definitely fair enough. Really? There we go. I've done that too. Stuck. Quite honestly, and I'm gonna take so much shit for this. That's actually why I stuck it out with Breath of the Wild. Everybody was so in love with Breath of the Wild, and everyone thinks that it's such a great game. Honestly, it was a grind for me. I didn't like the breakiness of the weapons. I didn't like... there were a lot of things about it I didn't like. But I stuck with it because everybody's like, what, are you crazy? It's this great game. And part of it, too, was a little bit of the... part of it, to be honest with you, was a little bit of the, you know, damn it. I bought a Wii U for this game, only to have to later switch over to buying a Nintendo Switch, right, to play it appropriately. I'm playing this game, and I'm beating this game, so, but I got all the way to the end of the game, actually. It wasn't even 6 hours. I played and beat the entire game, and still didn't really know if I enjoyed the experience. I'm just being completely honest. So, I'm not saying that it's a bad game. I'm not saying that I hate Nintendo for making it or anything. I'm just saying it was not, in the end, it was not my kind of game. So, but I stuck with it because everybody else is like, oh, Breath of the Wild, it's this amazing game, you have to try it, you have to give it a chance. And it's not to say there aren't parts of Breath of the Wild that I enjoyed. I mean, the horse riding was pretty neat. Some of the cooking can be fun from time to time. The beasts were kind of neat. Problem with Hollow Knight is there are a few functions that are usually automatic in other games, but here you have to get items for. For example, you need an item to know where you are on the map. Wow, that's an interesting choice. Yeah, I could see how things like that would kind of grate on you. Yeah, that seems a little bit... That honestly does seem a little bit bullshit. Alright. Ooh, I think... I remember something here. You love Breath of the Wild? And that's totally fine. I want to make it clear. Lots of people love Breath of the Wild, thought it was good, thought it was great. I'm not trying to hate on the game, and I certainly don't judge anybody as anything less if they enjoyed the game. I think that's the great thing about gaming nowadays, is there's just so much out there, there's so much variety, that you can really, everybody can kind of find something that they like. And I think that it's totally fine. But I definitely felt weird because it just didn't resonate with me. I just didn't, you know, things that I didn't like. I didn't like how breaky the weapons were. I didn't like that you know, by the time I get to a boss or whatever, all my weapons are broke. You know, that kind of was a little too grindy for me. I didn't like the stamina bar thing. You know, there were mountains that and even stamina bar aside, I understand it was a mechanic to limit just how far you could go in the open world. But did we have to have rain? That, like, what really would suck is you get halfway up a friggin' mountain, and then you're literally standing there for 20 minutes waiting for it to stop raining so that you can climb the other half of the mountain. That, to me, was total bullshit. Like, I have limited amount of time, Nintendo, to sit down and play and enjoy a game. There's a difference between me walking around, looking for things, and grinding in that respect, and literally standing on a friggin' cliff for 20 minutes waiting for a cloud to pass. Like, I do that in real life when I get to the park wanting to have a picnic and it rains, right? I don't need to have that happen in a video game when I'm just trying to make 20 minutes worth of progress in a short period of time that I have in between adulting and parenting and all that other stuff. So it was really kind of those things. So, I mean, to be clear, I would begin to enjoy Breath of the Wild, and then it would just get grindy. And then I guess the other thing that really disappointed me and kind of just set me off about Breath of the Wild was I went ahead and pre-ordered the DLC because I was like, I've been waiting for this game for so long. It's an open world Zelda. I'm gonna love it. Like, I bought the game, the collector's edition and all that stuff with the custom, you know, the custom case and all that, right? And you know, so I went all in on Legend of Zelda. Bought a Switch at launch day, you know, and all that. So it's not like I didn't give it the old college try, right? And didn't want to like it. But it was just too grindy for me. And then when the DLCs finally came out, all the DLCs were like, you know, endurance round, one-hit kill. How far can you get with one-hit kill enabled? And it's like, really? So you took the part that I hated, the breaky weapons, the scarcity of things, and just the ridiculous difficulty spikes, right? Like, you could get all the way to the end. You could have a full heart meter and still, depending on, you know, getting the wrong tussle with a simple moblin, and you could just completely get your ass handed to you and die. It took all those things that really irked me about the game, and the DLC, like, focused exclusively on those things. And so you've got these awesome prizes of, you know, special armor, and you've got these you know, like this motorcycle and everything. These are like a master sword. Like, when I got the master sword and found out that the master sword even could run out of energy and then you couldn't use it, I literally put down the game. I was like, what the literal fuck? And I put the game down and I didn't play it for another, you know, I think it was a month, because I was just so pissed off. I was like, what the hell? And then to find out that having a master sword that wouldn't break, they put behind a paid DLC that was nothing but a grind fest. Again, I kept, not to mention just getting the game itself was like so ridiculously impossible because the pre-orders sold out like instantly. So in general, I just got like super frustrated with the whole experience, and I know I'm probably being petty and all that other stuff, but it just didn't sit right with me. It was just really, no, I never finished the DLC. I can't get past the 30th temple, the 30th level in the temple. I can't get past the 30th level. And I just don't have time to sit there and grind all the way up to that level every time to die at that point. So I was just like, you know what, screw it. I don't even care about the DLC that much. Which pissed me off, because I was really excited. Like, I was hoping the DLC would actually go more into story and give you some side quests that were actually worth doing. Like, the DLC just was like wander around the map more and try not to die and find where we hid this chest. Like, I even got for pre-ordering the DLC. For pre-ordering the DLC, they randomly drop like chests or whatever in Hyrule. I spent like an hour trying to find those chests, never found them, and finally said F it. So I didn't get the pre-order stuff that I got for pre-ordering the DLC, and I didn't enjoy the DLC. So for me, honestly, Breath of the Wild was one of those. I wanted to like it, wanted to enjoy it, but yeah, I mean, the fun that I've been having in other games like Horizon Chase Turbo, you know, Cat Quest I was playing a little bit of, you know, maybe I'll get to Hollow Knight and stuff. Like, I was just enjoying these other games so much, I couldn't justify grinding. I spent 80 hours in Breath of the Wild, And while I enjoyed the exploring and all that, the rest of the game was just far too grindy for me. So, but I'm glad that others could enjoy it, because we all waited a long-ass time for that game. So it's good that some of us were able to get some enjoyment out of it, because that would be horrible if we all just waited and nobody liked it. So I'm glad that you liked it. I genuinely am. And it's not like I hated the entire experience. There were just parts of the game that didn't sit right with me. Alright, let me see here. I fell in love with this game from like the first several minutes playing it. I only got frustrated in it 2 or 3 days ago because I kind of got stuck and couldn't figure out how to make progress. That's why I like streaming. Somebody came on the stream and was like, "Hey, bro, I can give you a hand here." All right, I am. Boom. That's not what I meant to do. Wow, really? I just came from a save spot. How did I have that little health? Huh. That was like kicking the Grand Tetons. Alright. I did enjoy in Breath of the Wild trying to find all the roosters in that one village. That was pretty fun. And for a while, trying to find Korok seeds was fun too. But then when I realized that there's like hundreds of them, it's like, I'm sorry, I'm not so in love with this game. I'm gonna spend 12 years of my life flipping over rocks on every inch of the game map just to see where the seeds are. And I don't want to have to go like, you know, read a guide to do it. I think that's kind of cheaty. Like, I went to great lengths to not cheat in this game, even when I was stuck. Right. Nope, not what I meant to do. X. There we go. Wow, look at how much friggin' jeepers, holy shit! Look at how much friggin' health those guys take! Are you for real? What about the Korok mask? I like the Korok mask. That was kind of neat. But even so, I do have that. It just wasn't enough. I just wasn't feeling it. Creates strong electric potential difference between muzzle and nearest target. Nice. See, I know the Korok mask could help you find and locate the other seeds and everything. But by that time, I was just like, eh, screw it. Wow, that's pretty awesome. Look at that. All right, where is... course, there's no save chamber up there. Really, 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 really want Bloodstained. You know what, my friend? You want Bloodstained? Give me just 1 second. Apparently I'm incorrect. Alright. Apparently I'm incorrect. I thought I had 2 copies of Bloodstained. I have a copy of Bloodstained. I thought I had 2. If I had 2, I was gonna say, give me your address, I'll send you one. Because it was one of those games somewhere. I accidentally picked up 2 of the same game. One of them I pre-ordered, and then I forgot I pre-ordered it, and I bought the other one at Best Buy when I was there. Because I didn't know Best Buy carried limited run games. So, yeah, I kind of do have a roommate. My wife and my son. So I'm gonna look around offline. We're still following each other on Twitter and all that other stuff. And you're a pretty good guy, so I tell you what, I'm gonna look around, and if I have another copy of Bloodstained, I'll let you know in the next couple of days. If I've got it, I'll just give you one. Give me your address in a private message on Twitter, and it's yours. Okay, keep your son, get rid of your wife. Actually, my wife is a gamer as well. So my wife is a gamer girl, so it's all good. And she tends to like different, my entire Sega Genesis collection is actually my wife's Sega Genesis collection. So if I get rid of her, I also lose all the Sega stuff. So I would not get rid of her because number 1, I love her, and number 2, I don't want to give up all that sweet Sega goodness. I'm not, dude. So I think it was 5-6 years ago, I decided I was going to get back into my retro gaming. I still had a couple of my Nintendo games. I had all my Game Boy games. And I just decided I was going to get back into it because I saw prices were starting. People were starting to get into it. I said, Lisa, prices are going to get ridiculous if I don't start getting some of these games and stuff now. And so I was able to get a lot of games before they got crazy expensive. And only the Mega Man series really did I end up kind of taking a bath on, but which I got right over there, the whole collection. But then I bought like 1 or 2 Sega Genesis games, and I was looking around for a cheap Sega console, and my wife's like, what are you doing? I want to have Genesis. Like, as a kid, I always wanted Genesis, but we were a Nintendo family. And my dad was like, we're not going to have both, blah, blah, blah. And my wife goes, my parents have our Sega Genesis and games in a box in the garage at home. And I go, okay. So we called her mom and went, hey, you still have all the Sega stuff and blah, blah, blah. And she did. She still had it all. And what is that? Alright, I remember that particular one. So I'm gonna go up. So I'm gonna go down here. So yeah, I think I offered to pay shipping. Mother-in-law wouldn't even let me pay shipping. She packed it all up, sent it all over to me. It was a Genesis Model 1 that had the high-definition graphics etched across the top of it. And I was expecting, like, okay, no offense, I love my wife, but she is a girl, and, you know, she was a kid at the time that they had the Genesis. So I'm expecting, like, you know, the gaming library to include such gems as Barbie's Horsey Ride or something like that, right? No, dude. This was, like, half of the IGN Top 100. We're talking Lost Vikings. We're talking every single Sonic game, including Sonic and Knuckles. We're talking, what was it? All the Disney games, you know, Aladdin, all these things. What else was there? Oh, what's that run and gun game that's kind of like Contra? I don't remember. But anyway, Gunstar Heroes. I mean, she had... The games that she had were friggin' legit, dude. It was like... Damn. So, there was about... Her mom sent us probably about... In today's... Like, at the time, it was like $300-400 worth of games. Now it'd be like almost $1,000 worth of gaming goodness that she sent us. And then to that, they were missing some gems like Mortal Kombat and Streets of Rage and things like that. But everything that they had more than made up for whatever they didn't. It was just amazing, and I wasn't at all expecting it. So I have since added to that collection. We've got a Sega 32X. We've got a Sega CD now. So I've kind of taken what my wife had and we've improved upon it. But I gotta give her credit where it's due. So, and I also have to say thank you. I don't know if he's still on the stream lurking or if he's having dinner now, but if River comes back on here, River will be the first to tell you that I better appreciate the hell out of that Sega Genesis because he wanted it, but I got it. So he's been really good about it, though. He's been really good. He hasn't come to my house to lay a claim or to abscond it in the middle of the night. So Gunstar Heroes was awesome. You gave your NES to a cousin that lives in the DR and all your games. Wow. I've been to the DR. So what part of the DR does your friend live in, or does your cousin live in? I've been to the DR, actually. I spent a couple weeks there with some friends. It's a beautiful place. Beautiful place. Wow. Oh, there was something in the middle here. That's cool. I didn't know there actually was something in the middle there. Power fragments. Santiago, Santo Domingo, and Mao. Oh, nice, nice. We were have you ever been to 27 Waterfalls? That place is amazing. For folks that don't know what 27 Waterfalls is, you can jump, swim, wade, and walk through about 4 square miles of you climb up this this mountain basically. There's a 4-mile trail that you can take up this mountain, and then you start at the top of the waterfall, and it's kind of like a waterfall, like it's a series of waterfalls and stuff like that. Some of them are really small, some of them are more like water slides carved out of rock. Some of them are cliffs and stuff, and yeah, you jump, dive, wade, swim. It is wonderful. Game consolers, if you ever go back to visit family in the DR, look up on the internets, look up 27 Waterfalls. It's awesome. It is one of the coolest things I've ever done. So I think it'd be illegal in the US. I don't think that they would actually I don't think any insurance company would ever let you do it here. But I did it, my son did it, which was kind of amazing because we had all of his diabetic gear, like literally in multiple Ziploc bags, and we paid somebody to kind of we paid somebody to make sure you're in Puerto Plata, and we paid somebody to carry my son's diabetic gear, which we thought like that was just going to be somebody on the side, like we thought there was a trail. We didn't realize that once you start going down the 27 waterfalls, you've left the trail, and there's no way to get back on the trail. The only way to get out is to keep going through the waterfalls. And so literally what ended up happening is I paid this guy to, like, he's swimming and walking and everything or waiting, and the whole time he's like holding my son's medical equipment up like this in the air to make sure it doesn't fall in the water. And he earned his money, that's for sure. I gave him a very generous tip for what he went through. I was like, dude, if I had any idea that's what you were gonna do, like I would not have asked. But he was like, no, it's all good. But we took some video and everything of it too, so we took video and pictures and everything. So I will at some point I can share some of that. That was pretty fun. In some ways, the Dominican Republic, I don't know which I enjoyed more, the DR or Hawaii. Both were pretty neat. Pretty good experiences. Boom. There's quite a few places we went to Old Santo Domingo. That was kind of interesting. We saw the fort there. That was kind of neat. We went to there's a place that we went where you can make your own chocolate. You can make your own soap out of chocolate. We did that. That was pretty fun. Highly recommend. Anybody that hasn't been to the DR, I highly recommend going. Alright, let's see. So now... Alright, this is what I wanted to do before. Boom! And I teleported. That's what I'm talking about. Bam! And now I can phase shift down to here. Hells to the yeah. Last time you went to the DR, you visited Los Patos. It's basically a hidden gem and really beautiful. Yeah, we went to, there's another place we went to that was really good. I don't remember where this one was. But it's almost like a SeaWorld type thing. It's connected to the ocean, and you can actually swim with the dolphins. You can pet the dolphins, you can hug the dolphins, you can feed the dolphins. Then there was also, we didn't get to do this other one, but there's another place where they have like wild monkey, not like wild monkeys, but they've kind of like rescued them. They're rescued monkeys and they're enclosed, and they let you go into the enclosure with the monkeys, and you can just hang out with the monkeys. It's a monkey jungle, and we went there, but unfortunately the monkeys were in quarantine at the time because the monkeys had the flu. So when we went there, we weren't able to do it. But that's another thing to check out if you're ever there, is the monkey jungle. Data bomb explodes on impact. Nice. There is a place... Actually, hang on. I'll be back in just 1 second, game consolers. Don't go somewhere. Don't go anywhere. My wife took a really cool picture. You might know this place. I'm going to show you this picture. The rest of you, it's a really cool picture too. still there, game consolers? I hope you're still there. So, my wife and I, we went to this beach, which was amazing. The purest, finest sand I'd ever seen. You're standing on the beach, and I'm like, I recognize this beach. I've been there before. I've been here before. But I've never been there. If you get like that beach scene with the palm tree kind of leaning over and everything, and the ocean in the background, from like, you know, on the image that you can get on your credit card or whatever, this was the beach where that picture was taken, and I was literally standing right there looking at the palm tree from the photograph. It was like the most surreal thing. And anyway, so we're at this beach. I don't remember where it is, like what the name of the place is that we went to, but we're at this beach. Lots of French expats living on, you know, in a community there next to the beach. And we walk about a quarter mile up the beach. We're looking for sand dollars and things like that. And we get to, this was like straight out of Resident Evil. There was a resort that had been hit by a hurricane and just completely decimated. And they abandoned the resort, stripped it for whatever was valuable or whatever, and just left like the concrete walls and rebar and stuff like that there. And the cabana house was still there, fully intact. The pool was there. There was like a dead deer like floating in the pool. It was kind of freaky. Yeah, my son and I were walking through, and my wife took this amazing picture. We're standing. This is a picture of us standing inside one of the resort rooms, and this right here is what is left of basically the sliding glass door, where you would walk out and then there would be the beach. And so yeah, it was just kind of pretty amazing, just this complete decimation and desolation. And what I like about this picture is, metaphorically, this captures exactly what we saw, which is paradise, right, but framed by absolute decimation and devastation. Because one of the things that we weren't really prepared for when we went to the DR is just how much poverty there is there. And I mean, I'm talking not just, we've all, even in America, we have homeless people and things like that, but I've never seen a nation like just filled with poverty. Filled with poverty. And when we kept walking through this resort, we got to this one part, and we walk into this building, and all of a sudden we hear like there's a commotion outside. And I come out of the building, and my son and I, like, when we walked in the building, we saw there was like a mattress in there, and we saw there was a bowl and things like that, for food or whatever. And I told my son, I go, I think I know what the commotion is. I think we need to leave. And we started walking out of the building, and sure enough, this person's like, waving his hands and talking to us. I didn't understand what he was saying because he was speaking Spanish. And, oh, darn it. Give me a second, folks. So this gentleman is, my audio just went bad. I'm probably going to have to stop and restart the stream again. But before I do that, hopefully the audio... Wait, is that working? Nope. Yeah, I'm gonna have to stop and restart the stream. So, game consolers, before I shut this guy down, can you still hear me? I'll finish the story. Okay, good. So basically, we walk out of the building, and there's this gentleman talking. I can't really understand what I'm saying or what he's saying, but as I look past him, I see there's a woman like sweeping a pathway in the backyard, which used to be the walkway for the resort. And I see some kids playing with some chickens and stuff like that. And I said, okay, buddy, to my son, like, we need to go out of respect. And he goes, why? What's going on? And I go, this family lives here. We're in their home right now, trespassing. So we need to step back and step out of respect for these people. And so then, we were talking on the way back about, why would they live there? Like, what? I mean, there's the pool's got to have mosquitoes and disease, and there's this and that. And I said, well, if you think about it, I go, to them, this is like, to that particular family, this is like...
I didn't actually ask why they were living there.
You did. You said why are they there? And I said because it was free. And you said, well, even if it's free, and we had some discussion. I don't remember the exact word for word dialogue, but basically the gist of it that we talked about was like, for this family that was a blessing, right? They had fish in the ocean, and crab and whatever they could catch. They had this building that they were able to do makeshift doors and roof on with palm leaves and things like that. But yeah, exactly. Shelter is shelter. So then on the way back home, we're driving home, and not home. We were staying with some friends there. But on the way to driving back to where the friends were, we there's a truck that like a shipping truck. It wasn't a U-Haul. It was some unnamed, unbranded truck, but it was this big, giant shipping truck. And as we're driving, the back door is kind of open. Only one of them was closed. And you look in the truck, and all you saw was bodies of people, alive people. All you saw was bodies of people. People were literally sitting on top of each other, laying on top of each other. And I turn to my friend and I go, "What's the deal with that? Is that like human trafficking or something like that?" And he goes, "No, that's just transportation." He goes, "Lots of folks will work on this side of the island, right? But they live on the other side of the island, and the cheapest way to get transportation is to, just they'll pay a couple, whatever, I don't remember what the currency is, but they pay just a little bit, and they could go from one side to the other." And it was just, I'd never seen, I'd heard about those things, I'd seen it in movies, I'd never actually seen anything like that in real life. So it was very humbling, because I came back to the United States, and to be clear, not all of the DR was like that. Like if you're in Santo Domingo, right, in old Santo Domingo, these cities are very modernized. There's shops, and there's this and that, and there's people with your regular, clerical jobs, and there's doctors and lawyers and all kinds of stuff, merchants and things like that. So, but yeah, there's what we would know to be normal society, right? And then there's just poverty absolutely everywhere. And that was what was weird, is that like I'd drive past blocks and blocks of unfinished buildings, bare concrete, rebar. Only the first or second floor has been finished. There is no roof. The roof is the bare concrete and rebar sticking up to what should be a third floor that never got built. And there's people living in the first floor, right? And they're they've got a fire going, like a literal fire, right, where they're cooking up whatever it was that they got their hands on for food. And then 2 blocks down the road, there's a Subway, right? Subway Eat Fresh. Just a very, very eye-opening, very humbling experience. I don't want to get political or anything like that, but I just, anybody that wants to get too down on America, I think really ought to spend some time in some other countries, partly to see why it's important to send money to these places, why it's important to do humanitarian aid and efforts to these places, right, to help them have more of what we have. But also, I think it's good for us just to come back and realize, yes, there's stuff we need to fix and improve, but there's also stuff we got going on that's amazing. Like, I've never seen, poverty or unemployment or just, survival in effect like I did there. And that place is even better than some other places, I'm sure. If I was to go to some other countries or some other places, if I was to go to Haiti, for example, right next door to the DR there, I'm sure I would have seen even more. So, just really, really amazed. I was both humbled and heartbroken at the same time, because it's one of those, in my lifetime, I couldn't possibly help everybody there. But, I'm definitely, in my own way, I do my part to kind of try. And other friends and folks that I know do too. So I hope that they make some progress. I have a weird issue to get back to gaming, so sorry about that. Hopefully I'm not waxing boring or anything like that. I'm getting this really loud, weird buzzing in my ear from the audio, which makes the game kind of not an enjoyable romp for me anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to go ahead and basically reboot the stream a little bit. So game consolers, if you're able to stick around, cool. If not, I understand because it's 9:33. But I'm gonna try to go ahead and reboot the stream, so I might drop some folks. I'll be out for just a few minutes, and then I'm gonna come back. And you're absolutely right. Haiti's even worse off. My friends were telling me that in Haiti, this actually happened in the DR too, but my friend said that this happens even more in Haiti. It gets a little bit more aggressive, I guess. Not necessarily as in like people gonna attack you, but just people are a little bit more outgoing even than in the DR. Last story, and then I'll restart the stream. We're driving down the road in the DR, and they only have school 4 hours a day there. So the rest of the day the kids are just out and about. And I happen to make eye contact with this one kid that's sitting, on the curb, and I see him and I kind of smile, right? And I go by, and he smiles back. About a quarter mile up the road, I stop at a red light because I've been driving through the city this whole time, right? Swarm of kids come up to my car, start dumping water from water bottles onto the car, start wiping it with wet rags and everything, and then they start tapping on the money, going pesos, pesos, right? They want money. And I look and I see like one of the guys tapping on the glass, right? The kid that I'd exchanged smiles with earlier on. My friend was like, yep, if you make eye contact, that's guaranteed. You're a white guy, you're in the DR, you're clearly only here because you're a tourist or you're visiting somebody, and the only way that you got here was with money. So if you're making eye contact with some of these folks, like as far as they're concerned, right, like you're an angel. You were sent to them to kind of help them, out of their situation. And so it was kind of interesting. So, and that type of scenario happened, like the 2 weeks that we were there, happened like 4 or 5 times while we were there. So it was an interesting experience. I highly recommend it to folks. If you're going to do an out-of-country experience and you haven't really done it before, I would say first do Canada, then do maybe Mexico, then do the Dominican Republic. If you go there strictly as a tourist and you just stick to the touristy part of the island, where all the resorts are and everything, you're not going to have the same experience. I was closer to the embassy because the friend that I was with works for the embassy there, so we got to see quite a bit of the DR, and beautiful place, beautiful people, sad history, but very, very interesting. Definitely gives you a different perspective when you come back to America. So it's worth it. I think everybody should go to a different country, whatever the country may be. I think everybody should go to a different country for a while, a couple weeks, just to get a feel for it. And when you come back, you'll definitely see some more areas that we can improve, but you'll also see some stuff that you're like, thank goodness for XYZ. All right, how do I get this stream going? I'm gonna briefly stop YouTube, stop Twitch. I'm gonna reboot it, and I'll be right back. So goodbye, YouTube.